Hello and welcome to this tutorial it's been some time since I've created a PHP tutorial, but I have the whole week off from school and I figured I'd at least do one. So alright, let's get started. This tutorial is on how to create a simple function that can convert BB code into, let's say, a bold tag. So instead of allowing your users to use simple HTML tags like a bold tag like such, they would be able to use your own sort of type of code like this, and anything inside of that would be transmitted as bold text. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to open and close the PHP tags here, and I'm just going to create a new function. Let's call this function BBCode. And the only parameter we're going to have is what is inputted. Open and close it. And from here, I'm just going to save it for now, just so I can save it later. So just call it PHP. And here I'm going to call this BBCode function. Now, I have made it quite simple to easily use my files over the web like this, so anybody can access this URL 71.234.2.29:1337, and you'll be presented with just the local web host server that I'm running off of my computer. So you can go there and just look to see how the thing functions. And now, what BBCode really does, it takes the text and replaces, our sort of functions that we want, like a bold text. It'll replace what we want, like we wanted to use this as bold. But it's going to replace any instance of that with this. So it's pretty much just outputting bold text, italicized text, anything. So we're going to be using some background knowledge of preg replace. I'm not sure if that's really how you want to call it, but it's pretty much replacing text with certain delimiters and whatnot. I'm not going to be explaining how it works because that's a different video, really. And so you're just going to have to try to follow along and see what you can make out of this. So the first thing is what I'm going to do to this input is I'm going to get rid of anything that has to do with HTML in our input variable here. So we're pretty much just going to, we could strip the tags like such, okay? And we could also just replace any, open less than or greater than sign, or any other type of entity that has to do with HTML into ASCII. So ASCII, like say like an ampersand would just be something like that. That's what it turns it into. That's what HTML entity does. So now that we have that set, we can go forth and start off with what we're going to do. So first things first, I'm going to create another PHP file, and this is just going to include the function, include bbcode function.php, and from this point on we're going to run the function, so bbcode, and we'll have some text in here, We're not going to pay attention to this right now. I'm just going to save this right now as bbcode. Okay, now we're going to go back to the function file here. And the first thing is what we're going to do. We're going to set up two arrays. The first array is what we're going to be searching for, and the second array is what we're going to be replacing what we searched for with. So we can call our first array search, okay? And we'll just create an array there. And then our second array we could call replace. So we have that. Now inside these arrays are what we're going to be replacing and searching for while we do the BB code. So it's pretty much we're searching for this and you know, all these. But there is a certain way you have to set it up so that the preg replace function is able to, you know, process it and spit it out to us so we can read it as just HTML. So I'm just going to enter this down a few, just so we can have each new element on their own line. So I'm going to put each array key in here with a single quote start and end. And inside of here I'm going to just put in what we're searching for. And we're really not searching for this and that. We're really searching for a pattern inside of this. So we really want to search for the B tag for the bold with text in the middle and as it's ended. So it's not like, because if I just searched for this and replaced it with this, and the user doesn't supply an ending tag for that, the whole text on that page below that starting point of this bold tag is going to be bold. So we're going to be searching for a pattern in here that connects all three elements together: the opening tag of the bold, the text that's inside of the bold, and the ending tag of the bold. So how this is going to work, it's not simply just, you know, open tag, text, close tag. Since we're trying to match some of these, like the whole replace and pattern regulation, really, you can't just have that and expect the thing to know what to find. We're going to have to start off with that. And then we can put that in. Easy. And pretty much afterwards, for each of these brackets that we have open here, we're going to have to close them with the same way. We're going to have a backslash. Okay? And then everything inside of here is what we're going to be searching for. So really, this is the stuff that's being replaced with the parentheses, period, asterisk, question mark, close parentheses. Anything that is within that, so it's pretty much anything you can put inside of there, is going to be replaced with the text. And now we do the same thing for closing the B. So we do a backslash, then a bracket, and this time we're going to do another backslash but a forward slash, just so it escapes it. That's pretty much what we're doing. We're escaping the text. And then here we're going to put the B, and then we're going to escape this, and then we're going to close what we started here, this one here, and we're going to put, I think that means it's not case sensitive, so I'm not sure though, but if you really needed to figure out what you're doing there, you could easily just go to php.net and search around. And now, since we have that one, we're going to create what we have here. So how this works is now we can pretty much just put any HTML in here right now. So I could put the B, open tag, but the variable, like what we see here, this is actually an assigned variable when it comes to replacing the text. And that variable is actually called 1. Oops, close it with B, not strong. You can do strong, it's going to be pretty much give you the same effect. So now if we really wanted to go and test that, we can't right now because this function does nothing, so to speak, until we return the text. So what we could do is just return and then use preg_replace, other function, what we're searching for and what we're replacing it with and what we're searching inside of. So we're doing input. So now if I went here and went back to BBCode, let's refresh. Since there is no BBCode tag in there, it's not doing anything. Oh, let's echo that first. It should just say some text in here and no special effect towards it. Some text in here. But if we did go ahead and added some bold text between sum and text, save it, we should get those two words are going to be bold, as you can see there. Now it's pretty much just going through what the user wants in their function. We can just copy and paste this a few times, add a comma after each one, 1, 2, oops, 3, and we could simply just change this to, italic, an underline, and make sure to change these ending ones as well, and save it. And I'm just gonna, in here, I'm gonna create a new variable so we can easily edit it. So we're gonna call it var. And inside of here, I'm gonna do bold text, and then I'm gonna italicize this first word, and I'm gonna call PHP squad right there. I'm gonna close the italics, keep the bold open, and then type whatever I want. Is ... Close the bold. And we'll go ahead and echo BBCode with our variable. And that should, oops, what did I do there? Oh, see, I forgot to add this in here. So I need to add italics for one, and then underline for the other, and just close that. We'll go back here, and we should refresh this. Now you can see PHP squad is both bold and italicized. But now you might be thinking, what if we forget to close this B here? We'll go here, and since we use the pattern to find that the text inside of an opening and closing bold statement gets changed, now it's only italicized because we did not close the bold, therefore the pattern was never found. It's simple and it's very effective. See, if I really only did like this, I wanted to search for, the bold, just that, and then I replaced it with just bold. Alright, let's just put this one here. And I did 1. It would really make everything bold. Oh, I must have forgot something in here. Let's see, bold. Right. So now the whole thing is bold, and if we view the source of the page, there is no bold ending tag, which can lead to some problems afterwards. So say I just wanted to echo some text after this. So echo, let's put the word dog while we're at it. And go here. Dog has no BBCode on of it, but since the B tag is never closed, dog is bold now. So let's go ahead and close this anyways. And let us get rid of here, these two. And now if you haven't noticed already, these arrays must match up to what you want to search for and replace. See, if I turned the bold into the italic, like I put italic bold underline as the order of replace, but had bold italics underline here, it's really going to italicize anything that's bold. Alright, we got some annoying people. Tell them to shut up. Anyways, now, we could go into more complex things. Say we wanted to, put in an image or something. So what we would do is the same thing. We could do wrap around like an image, right? Image here. Oops. And then everything inside of here. Oops. And then close the image. Like so. And then we go here and just do image source equals, then we could do 1, just like that. So let's go search for an image on Google, google.com, images. We will search Olympics, and if we did it correctly, Let's go ahead and copy the image location. Go up to our bbcode.php. Get rid of dog. Anything inside of image, that's a long image, should return to us as an actual image. So let's refresh. There you go. Easy like that. There's multiple ways you can mess around with BBCode like this. It is pretty simple and it is very helpful. So now what should we learn farther from here? These four things that I've shown you only use one variable inside of it. So let's move on to something that may use more than one. Maybe a URL. So what we could search for is, say we have, you know, the word URL and then, you know, equals or so. Equals. And then we put in this here. And then we can close this. Oops, wrong way. And then this would be like that. And we would do the same thing, you know, close it. URL. Oops, forgot to close that one there. And throw that in there. So now if we did this, we could do a href equals the 1. And the link title would be 2. Something like that. Now let's go test to see if that worked. Get rid of our image here. So we have URL equals, we'll do google.com. Google URL. Save it. Now if we did that right, let's see if we did that right. Google. And if I click it, it goes directly to Google. Very simple. You can do pretty much as many variables as you want. So say you wanted to do a one-liner BBCode statement that put 3 font styles together. So you could do, like, we started off with font here, and then you could do something like you have a space, and then color could equal our color here, and then our font size, like so, and even the font face. And then we would close it. And then whatever's inside of here would be replaced with that. So this is really using 4. And then we close it. Font. Alright, and now let's see if we did that correctly. We could easily just do font style equals color, and then we would do 1. And then for size, font size, this would be 2. And then font face would be 3. Then we would close it. And the text that we wanted to change would be 4 and close font like so. So if we did that correctly, we would do font, color, size, face. So font, color, let's just do red. Size, let's do 24 so it's noticeable. And face, we could do Verdana. This is text made by BBCode. And if we really wanted to, we could put bold on BBCode. That is if we did it correctly. So let's go ahead and test that out. Refresh the page. Oops. Line 7. Forgot to close this. There we go. We have red text. Is that Verdana? Let's just make sure. That looks like Times New Roman. Font face Verdana. You know, I don't know if really that is Verdana, but you get the idea. We could do maybe Arial. See if we can notice that. Let's do 24 point. Okay, yeah, it's significant. And yeah, you can mess around with this, maybe even change the relationship with these. So you could put color there, size there, anywhere really. And you could pretty much do anything with this if you just remember the pattern that it goes through. So, say we want to make a header. Header 1. Okay. Can't be that hard, really, no? Close H1, alright. Alright, and go here. H1, 1, close H1, you're done. And it even rhymes if you do it right. H1, let's underline it and italicize it. PHP Squad. You know, let's just throw in a website on here. So http phpsquad.net, PHP Squad. Close that, and then close the underline, and then close the H1. So if we put all those together, we should get one big link, underline, italicize, header 1. Let's view the source just so we're showing you what we're doing. H1 closes there, underline closes there, italics closes there, and the link closes there. The idea behind this is pretty simple and very, very effective. Yeah, I mean, you could go all out with this, really. You could even make up your own if you wanted to. You could do, you know, let's say special. Okay, and then close it with hat or something, you know. Okay, and then in here we would just do, let's make it ahref equals http.google.com. The style would be font size 32 point. Text decoration, I don't know. Is strike? Can we do overlay? I don't know. Blink, maybe? Color, pink. Whatever. Put your text in here. Okay. So, special hat. Special. I like tacos. And close it with hat. Did it correctly. It should show you a pink URL that's blinking. And you could click it. Goes to Google. Simple, effective. And remember, you could always go to phpsquad.net and find the source files there. I will upload this file as well so you can easily follow along. And the video tutorial will not be posted on the website because it is it's going to be it is HD on YouTube right now. So you could just follow along there. And yeah, so I suppose I can offer a download link for this video, which is in the sidebar. It will be hosted on, we'll just say Rapid Share. And yeah, you could download the full 720p video here, 1280 by 720. And yeah, I hope this tutorial was helpful for some of you, and if you liked it, you go ahead and subscribe for more PHP and web development tutorials from me. And yeah, great. Rate it, comment. I'll try to comment back if you have something good to say, even if you have something bad to say. Questions I will try to answer, but please limit your questions to just one form of way of sending it to me. Like, just don't post a comment on my page and then send me an email and then post a comment on a video and then go ahead and message me on YouTube. I will mainly reply to you via email if you know the email, which is fl@phpsquad.net or marcus@recck.com. Most of the times I may not respond to you on YouTube through the inbox, but I will try to respond to you on a comment. And if you do have an urgent question, please go ahead and test me. Alright, and thank you once again, phpsquad.net, to download the source file. Goodbye.